Shit. What's up, guys? It's TJ here. I did a little video a while back about suboxone, probably about a year ago. I didn't really like them then, but I had to take them because I was on heroin I was on Percocets, I guess, and heroin for 20 years almost, 15, I guess. And I don't think this suboxone really helped much. So I was on suboxone for 4 years. I stopped using heroin about 3 years ago. And at the height of my heroin addiction, I was using $340 a day with the heroin. The suboxone works. I mean, it makes you not want heroin, but the problem is now you want suboxone. You know, it's just not really it's a crutch. But it did help me become a successful person, I guess. I made $100,000 last year. I was in my van when I started this suboxone, so there's give and takes. But it's like a big setback now. I decided just to stop. I can't take them. I don't want to take them no more because it's just causing me to have anxiety problems and shit. And what's up, dog? You all right, buddy? And Big Wheel, you ride your Big Wheel? Cool. And I don't know, man. It's kind of like somebody took a nuclear bomb and dropped it in my frontal cortex. I think they don't really explain what suboxone does to treat the opiate addiction to us as addicts, and then we get stuck with this idea of hope that we're going to just make this problem actually go away, and the suboxone is going to do all the work, and we don't really have any work left to do. So it's really appetizing, you know. And I think it's all a monetary game. My dad's on Medicare, I think. I don't know. My dad's on Social Security Disability Insurance. He has a copay, and he gets his bill statements in the mail when he goes to his doctor. And they've charged his insurance like $20,000 a month for the last 3 years. I mean, it's a money hustle. So they don't really have any, just like anything else, kind of like the shit we watch with the impeachment hearings, you know. They don't really have our interest at heart. They have their pocketbooks going on. And they're just looking for a way to divert the money from going to the cartels and the drug dealers to put it to the top 10%. So, I mean, I don't know. Which, I mean, it does, like I said, it can help you become successful. It has me. But I don't know if it was the suboxone or having my son 2 years ago that really put me on this course that really got, well, like I said, 3 years ago, he's 24 months old or 28 months old. 28 months old, yeah, 24. But, yeah, I think that might have really helped put me on the path I'm on. But either way, I don't think the suboxone's great, man. I stopped taking the suboxone. It's been hell ever since. Started out, my whole body hurt. Digestive tract issues, IBS. It's just been crazy, weird shit that I don't really want to talk about on here. But anxiety. I mean, I got a traumatic brain injury from like 22 years ago. It caused me a little anxiety issues, behavior problems sometimes, but I mean, not to the extreme that the suboxone created, I don't think. I think the suboxone created a new problem, you know, which already had frontal lobe damage, but I think the suboxone intensified the problem. And the people in my group said suboxone doctor are experiencing the same kind of symptoms that I am. So it's not just like my uniqueness, it's all their uniqueness, you know. They have anxiety, they're all getting treated for bipolar, manic depressant, freaking all this crazy stuff. And like, when I had to go to the psychiatrist and I'm like talking to the guy, like he's like, oh yeah, when you give you these 5 pills and you give this pill for anxiety, this pill for that. I said, dude, look, I don't want to take, I started taking suboxone to get off of shit. You know what I mean? I didn't take it to have all these new acquired problems. So that's my issue. Like, so I took this one pill for a couple of years. If the doctor would have said, hey, you're going to take this pill and in 3 years, you're going to need 5 or 6 pills so you could coexist with the rest of the world without freaking out. Fuck, that's crazy. I was better off on dope. That's how I feel about it. It cost me $350 a day, but hey, you know what? At least I wasn't going nuts on people. So it's kind of a setup for failure because in a long-term environment, after so long, you start to become, your frontal lobe starts to become overwhelmed, I think. And it starts to I don't know the word, like rewire it, you know. Because what it does is it takes away your RTA, which is the path at which your acetylcholine, and I can't say it all, but the dopamine and everything goes to your pleasure center, and it takes it away. Pretty much takes away your placebo sac. Pretty much shuts down everything in all your pleasure centers. So there's no more euphoria for nothing. Sex is just like most of the time just everything's just kind of even kill. And they say that's because you're used to all these euphoric moments because of heroin addiction. But I don't believe that. It's because the suboxone closes it off. It's like somebody just took a nuclear bomb and hit all my pleasure center and just took it out. It's starting to adapt. But, I mean, it says that it can last years, man. The residual consequences. So I don't see how trading a 10-day detox, 10 to 30-day detox, and for a decade of detox, maybe. I mean, that's insane. That's just insane. So I think studies will come out. We're going to find out that suboxone's more harmful than anything we've ever created, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, guys. Good luck if you're in recovery or looking to be in recovery. I hope that you do good. It's a enjoyable process. It's just the suboxone, man. It's just like I feel like I beat addiction 3 years ago when I had my son, and now here I am 3 years later, or 4, whatever. Yeah, 3 years later, and it's like I'm going through it all over again, except it's far worse than I've ever dealt with. Like the first 5 days, I was like, what the fuck? And then I thought it would stop, and then it would go away and it'd start again. I'm like, what the fuck just happened to me? That's crazy. Like, how does that work? You're good, and then it feels like somebody just took a ball bat to you while you sleep, and then you walk around, you be good for a minute, and then the same thing over and over and over and over. Legs, back, whatever. It's just putting my body through some crazy stuff. And I felt like that the whole time on the suboxone. Like my body was going through a lot of changes that didn't make any sense to me. That was like bizarre. But like I said, I am a different kind of person, and there was some unusual circumstances along the way. But I believe the suboxone played a crucial role in where I'm at right now. Because I was pretty healthy before I took the suboxone. I mean, I'm not unhealthy now, but I have a lot of weird issues that I didn't ever have before. So, I don't know. Good luck with you guys' recovery or whatever, but stay up, guys. Bye.